Welcome back to DMG's Third and Wrong YouTube channel. How the boys doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
um,
Cheers.
I'm just hoping we
Cheers.
get through this video.
yeah, it's like the fourth time we've had to
Hey.
redo this intro.
It's all
We're
right.
on
yeah.
we're on a good level, high performing level.
Oh, yeah.
Want to reiterate? Look how sweet this sweater is.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
Retro '90s starter, Miami, the U. Oh,
You want to know a sad story real quick?
Not really.
no.
So I have to tell it now anyways. Anyways, this guy gave me this really retro leather jacket, looks like a um uh, Leatherman jacket or whatever. Anyways, I got that. It was super nice, like $300 or $400 retail, and someone stole it out of my car. But it was like this leather Utah Jazz retro colors, everything like that. It was so sweet, and
They probably
I
stole
just-
that thing away.
it was awful.
Did you a favor.
Yeah, get that thing off the streets.
Well, anyways, enough waffling. We got some more draft content for you guys out there. Before we start, hit the subscribe button, like, comment what you guys think of this draft. We see that like over 80% of people that watch videos aren't subscribed. Just hit the red button real quick; it'll help us out. It makes doing these videos even more fun. We go up, so
Yeah. And yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we do this for fun, but it makes it a whole lot better when we get feedback too. So yeah.
oh yeah, for sure. It's fun seeing that. So today we got ESPN's post Senior Bowl draft, mock draft. It's done by Jordan Reed. But let's get to it. The first overall pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's got Evan Neal from Alabama.
Yeah, I've been seeing this a lot lately. Think it's a good pick. Offensive tackle is a bigger need than edge, and I think those are your two choices at this pick. So yeah, Evan Neal, I like it.
Yeah, I haven't seen. None of us have actually gone through and seen this yet.
No.
But I'm gonna venture to say that the first three are probably Neal and Thibodeau. And I think you can always just flip them all around. Pretty acceptable.
Yeah.
Closer to the draft, I think that Ika Mikwanu, though, the other tackle from NC State,
Yeah.
I think he's going to rise. He looks like
I
a
think
beast.
I think he might be the new number one tackle in the class.
Yeah, I think Evan Neal's more polished, but I think Iquanu got that boom
Yeah.
potential. But moving on to the second pick, Detroit Lions, Kayvon Thibodeau, edge. Not much to say here.
Yeah, I see a lot more Aiden Hutchinson here lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's 1A, 1B. I think it just comes down to Kayvon being more athletic and Aiden being more ready to go right now. Like he's just more, I don't know what the word is, but yeah, that's a breakdown I have right now.
I'm curious if the Hutchinson rumors are more based because he's in Michigan.
It can
and
be.
got that Detroit kind of vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, it can be.
Uh,
Yeah.
Moving on to the third pick, we have the Houston Texans taking Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, best
Really
player
not-
available.
Yep, not much to say. Those first three are usually pretty
Interchangeable.
easy to guess. Yeah.
And predictable, yeah.
Fourth, our boy Ekum
Sticky icky, as
Yeah.
people call him.
got the New York Jets taking him.
Yeah, I think you doing this, Ickham is going to be on the right side of the line because you got Mekhi Becton on the left, and he's more than solid over there. But it gives Zach Wilson two pillars, so he doesn't have to scramble around forever. And I think that's good. Honestly, I would potentially look elsewhere because they have put a lot into the offensive line lately, but you can't go wrong with a solid tackle
Well,
like this.
Like you guys can see in this right here. After Mekhi got hurt this year, he came back and he struggled quite a bit. And Robert Saleh did say he has to come back and come in and reassert himself in the lineup. So if they don't believe Mekhi is the guy, you got to have a tackle. So if you're reaching, you're reaching. But I don't think Ecom is a for them, and they have multiple picks in the top 10. So,
and that's fair because Mekhi Becton was drafted under the previous regime. You got more of that San Francisco style offense in New York. I could see them taking Nicky just so that they can get their franchise left tackle there.
Okay. Well, moving on to the 5th pick, you got the New York Giants taking another tackle, Charles Cross from Mississippi State. It seems that with the Senior Bowl, after the Senior Bowl, all these tackles they just keep rising and rising and rising.
Yep.
And I don't foresee that changing. I think that maybe 3 to 4 could go in the first 15, top 10 potentially.
Yeah, they're the quarterbacks of last year in this draft.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, there was someone that commented in one of our YouTube videos saying that, something about us passing on an offensive lineman here. They have mentioned a lot that they're most likely going to take offensive line here. So I think this, fits along and pleases the Giants fan base too. So
yeah, and like we said earlier, reviewing our mock draft, the knowledge that we had at that time, and now doing a lot more film study and actually getting into it a few weeks after, ours was pretty bad. So yeah. I would change that for sure.
But we still got 1,000 views, so let's go.
That's one.
Ooh, okay.
6 picks.
This
Oh,
is
man.
QB from Liberty.
Turn it
I'm
off.
not sure how
Cut it.
the Senior Bowl made you think that he should go 6 overall, but sure, go right ahead.
Well, okay, so it's probably because he can throw it a mile, but you don't know what direction that mile's going to be in. So
Denzel Washington, you can throw the football a mile, but you can't pitch it 6 yards.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. The thing is Malik Willis has run ability and that big arm. It's just so much unrecognized potential right now that there's just the Panthers can't do this right now. Go and get a veteran quarterback to bridge, and hopefully you can get a what's his Bryce Young or CJ Stroud next year, or even a Spencer Rattler. But yeah, I don't know about this one, boys.
I got nothing to say positive on this. We'll just move on to the 7th pick.
That's a no-go for me.
Sorry, any Panthers fans that are set on Malik Willis, though.
You ought to go get your head checked.
Well, we got the New York Giants back on the board, and they picked Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame.
Interesting.
I love this. So we had him dropping in our mock draft, like the Ravens, I think, at 14th.
Yeah.
Right, which is quite embarrassing. I didn't really do a lot of film study. Go back and watch. He's incredible. The guy is a freak. So
I think the reason why is people kind of get try to compare him to Jamal Adams for whatever reason. They're not even the same player. I think the thing with Kyle Hamilton is him being 6'4", and the position being safety. It just is a weird. This isn't typical, but that's the thing that is going to be awesome. He's a unicorn. He's someone that you can put anywhere on the defense. And whoever the Giants have at defensive coordinator, they'll find a way to use this guy. So he should stick around for a long time.
If he had this talent and he played edge, he would be the number 1 pick.
Exactly.
He's positional. I love this pick for him. He's got at 8 the Atlanta Falcons, not Falcons. Jeez, forgot a whole L. Derek Stingley Jr., cornerback from LSU. I don't mind it. He's not my top corner per se. I think but I don't mind this pick. I think he's a corner 2 in the NFL, and you already have AJ Terrell, so you don't necessarily need a number 1. So I don't mind the pick.
I mind it because you're taking your cornerback 2 with your number 8 pick. And it's nothing wrong about having 2 pillars at the quarterback position. You can stack your strong suits, but this is something where you could take a Devin Lloyd here and be able to function 2 great players in 2 different positions rather than 2 great players in 1 position, in my opinion. So, Derek Stingley is awesome. I think he's going to be great in the NFL, but I don't know. I would look for a QB or a cornerback too in the second round if it was me.
Yeah,
Well,
I think they need players elsewhere.
speaking of Devin Lloyd, we got the Denver Broncos at 9th, picking him out of Utah.
I'll continue on my Devin Lloyd crush here. He is going to be great, size wise and athleticism with tight ends. I think he needs more coaching in that to compete on the NFL level with tight ends because it's a whole different class, obviously. But he's big, he's fast, I think he's my preferable linebacker, but that's just because he reminds me of Darius Leonard.
All right. Well, I guess we'll move on to the 10th pick.
Okay.
We got the New York
I think
Jets. Their second pick in the top 10, taking Garrett Wilson from Ohio State.
This seems pretty fan favorite right now.
Yeah, I'd be kind of salty as a Browns fan if he went 10.
Yeah.
I would like him as well. I think it's a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many great things you can say about Garrett Wilson. I think he's the best receiver right now. The Washington Commanders. The
Let's
Commies.
go.
Washington Commies picking Kenny Pickett, quarterback out of Pitt with the 11th pick overall. I think it's great picking up another Taylor Heineke that's a couple years younger as a rookie, and he's got 2 gloves on instead. I go for it.
Yeah, especially in Washington, they don't have great weather there year in year out. Kenny Pickett is not a all-weather quarterback. He's got small hands and not a lot of experience playing at a high level. He's really had to mature in the position. That's why he had such a great year, I guess. But I think he's limited with the gloves and his hand size. And other than that, though, he has good competitive levels, and he seems like he works hard. So it's better than Malik Willis right now for the Commanders, but I don't know. It's not going to be great.
I think Mikey and I are on the train of the evaluators that are saying there's not really a starter quarterback in this draft.
No.
But Mikey was big on Kenny Pickett. He is his quarterback one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
The hype train is falling off the rails on Kenny Pickett, I feel like.
But there'll be only one selection. I'm excited if a quarterback gets picked in the first round to a certain Pittsburgh Steelers. So Minnesota Vikings edge. David Ajabo from Michigan. I like it.
I don't like that pick.
I do.
Nope.
I think Ajabo's raw, but he's super athletic.
Hold on. Is Sauce Gardner still on the board? I missed that one pick.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No. Get Sauce Gardner right here at 12. You need cornerbacks. Your cornerbacks are doggy doo-doo. And that's where you need the most upgrading on your defense. And I think you look for my cornerback, one of the class, Sauce Gardner. And I think you're crazy if you take Ojabo here at 12.
Well, this guy makes a really good point. The Vikings did just sign new general manager, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah. Jeez. He was in the Browns front office and was under player personnel. And we really only drafted players that were 22 or under. And Sauce is a senior coming out. So he's kind of hitting that. He's on that threshold of where the Browns are guys. And David fits that, and he's got potential. So, I would prefer, like Mikey says, corner. But I can see edge. I don't mind it.
I can see it, but they need help at corner.
It sounds like that's like what the team will do versus what we think the team should do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going with his mock draft, what he's got going so far. I don't hate the pick. So.
Yeah.
13th overall. This is the best mock draft I've ever seen. This is the best mock draft I've ever seen. He got our boys, Cleveland Browns, taking my boy Traylon Burks out of Arkansas. This guy is a beast. Okay, I think Garrett Wilson's probably the best receiver, right? Just as like overall package. But I think Traylon is just This guy's just a beast. He's awesome. I personally think he's better, but I'll take it. This dude is massive. He's fast. He catches everything. He was like the only weapon for Arkansas, and he still put up numbers. If you have any doubts on this guy, I'll keep telling people go and watch the Alabama game. That dude torched them in every way, shape, and form. I love it.
I have a question for you, Gage.
That's a sick
Go
pick.
for it.
How will Kevin Stefanski even use him because he's not a tight end?
We're gonna move on from that subject. I'm,
Wasted pick.
it really wasn't like that big of a problem until this year. So I'm wondering if it was just the injury, but
Memes.
I mean, it's a totally valid point because he's pissed off Adam Thielen, he's pissed off Stephon Diggs, he's pissed off Odell Beckham. So there's a clear disconnect with the way that he uses wide receiver. That being said, you're a rookie, so you don't have the ability to get pissed off like that. You come in and do what you're told. And for the most part, I mean, he's a beast. I can't wait. He can use him in any way. You want to run him on a screen? You can. You want to run him out of the backfield? You can do that. You want him to run deep? He can do everything. He is my baby. I would be so happy if we got him. Moving on to crappier franchise. Got the Baltimore Ravens at 14, taking Trevor Penning.
Penning is going to rise.
Northern Iowa.
He is rising right now.
Yeah, that Senior Bowl was a good.
He's a beast, and he's got a real mean streak, which I love in the tackle.
I wouldn't be happy if the Ravens did this. That should tell you if it's a pick or not. And moving on to... Sorry, go ahead, Dylan.
No, you're good. We can do both Eagles picks at the same time.
I was going to say, moving on to probably one of the funnest teams to mock just because of how many picks they've got. Got the Philadelphia Eagles. He's got taking Jermaine Johnson, a second out of Florida State. Excuse me. If you would have done this a couple days ago, I would have been like, this guy's crazy.
Yeah, he was
watching his DN footage at the Senior Bowl. He looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. I think that Senior Bowl really helped him. And then I think you'll see a lot more of this mocking.
It depends on what they miss out on for me. I think Jermaine Johnson's a fine pick here, especially with his potential. But I don't see Jermaine Johnson.
Okay, so I was gonna say, like, I guess it also depends. And they go with
run that back again. You cut out.
I was gonna say, I guess it also depends on what they go with their 16th pick, but they go with Sauce Gardner. So I don't mind the pick set. I don't mind that pick.
Yeah.
I would say Sauce first, and then the edge, especially since rookie edge contracts are more expensive than corners.
Oh yeah,
get a little bit less, but I mean that's way too much. I don't mind either one of the picks. I think it's a great decisions for him.
No, I don't think Eagles fans will be up in arms either. So no, I think this is good. I haven't watched Jermaine Johnson personally, so I'll take you on your word for him being there. But
he's rising a lot.
Plug for you. Well, not a plug for one of the guys I like watching. Quincy Carrier on YouTube. He's a Browns guy. He does all the Browns stuff. But he just put out a video a couple days ago. If you want to go watch, and he just goes over D-line prospects, and he goes over all their one-on-ones and like shows what he likes on. And the footage on Jermaine Johnson was crazy. Like he looked real. So I can see it. 17th overall, got the LA Chargers taking Jordan Davis from Georgia. I think it's a great pick for him.
Me and Mike talked about this in our review of
Mel Kiper.
I think he had the same pick here. So they're gonna replace Jerry Tillery with a massive run stuffing interior defensive line in the one league where everyone is passing as much as they can. I would prefer to have one that's more of a passing defensive player. Everything I see is he's great run stuffer, which, like it says here, the Chargers have the league's worst run defense.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean that's fair. You're still facing Patrick Mahomes. You're facing um, whoever the Broncos bring in and Derek Carr. So I don't know. I would lean towards Devontae Wyatt, same team, same position, but he fits more of what I think they're going to try and stop more than Jordan Davis. But that's just me. That's just me. I could be wrong.
Mikey?
No, yeah. I mean, I get what they're going for because they do need help on that run defense, but
And Jordan Davis is a beast. So.
yeah. No, yeah, nothing against the guy, but they're in a pass-heavy conference, and you're playing 3 teams twice a year that all they can mainly do is pass. So, I mean, I think you look elsewhere in a sense to try and get help more on that side, just to keep building on it. But I mean, I don't hate the pick. They do need the help, but I think for who they play twice a year, every year, I think you look elsewhere for sure.
Me personally, I like it. I think Jordan Davis is good. I think he's got the potential to do more than just run stuffing. But
That's true. That's true.
We'll see. I mean, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
18th overall, we got the New Orleans Saints taking Matt Corral, quarterback, Ole Miss.
Keep them
the
coming.
Saints are a mess. The New York. Yeah, sorry, I can't speak. The New Orleans Saints are a mess right now.
Oh yeah.
And I just don't see them taking a quarterback here. You got Jameis Winston. You can throw in Taysom Hill if you really want. They're going to be better options than Matt Corral. They got to shed a ton of contracts and start getting ready for a full rebuild. This would be a waste of a pick, in my opinion.
I think if you pick a quarterback in the first round, it's a waste of a pick. But moving on.
I think keep them coming.
19th overall, Philadelphia Eagles taking Tyler Lindenbaum. I think the Eagles are killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if they get that, they got a great pick. Linderbaum's a center.
Yes, he is.
And J.C. Kelsey is, like Mikey's been saying for a while, is getting old. Having this guy come in there and take over, he could play guard for a year,
Mm-hmm.
and then take over Kelsey as time goes.
One thing I heard recently, I think they could potentially take a wide receiver instead of Tyler Linderbaum here.
I think they should just stay away from taking wide receivers in the first.
And yeah, it's true. They don't have a good track record.
No.
But the reason why I say that is they took a guy last year. I'm going to space his name, but he could be a potential replacement for Kelsey as well. I think they took him out of Alabama.
Jack Drip.
Landon Dickerson
Ellie?
Landon Dickerson might be the next center. I think he played center at Alabama. So I don't mind taking Linderbaum here. I'm not saying don't take him here, but your opportunity cost is a Chris Olave or Jameson Williams, 2 great wide receivers that can make an impact right away. Where Jason Kelsey still hasn't retired yet. Landon Dickerson is still there. That's just throwing it out there. You could potentially go wide receiver here and make more of an impact.
Fair enough. 20th overall, Pittsburgh Steelers taking Sam Howell out of North Carolina.
Keep him coming.
Love it.
I think that's the worst quarterback for you to go to the Steelers, though.
No, any of them. I could care less.
Out of them all, I think he's the worst one for them to pick here.
Great, go for it.
Okay,
do it. None of these quarterbacks, I think, will be starting in 3 years. Period. That's my personal.
We'll make sure to come back to that.
And I would love it. Hey, I've been wrong on quarterbacks before, but it's a pretty high consensus right now. These guys aren't that great. So I'm going for it. All right, Mikey.
Oh.
It's not the flash pick you want, but
no.
Yeah.
Patriots at 21 taking Andrew Booth.
We can't do anything right. No, I'm just kidding.
Because that means J.C. Jackson is gone.
I know, right?
If
That's
they-
just what I keep
If they let him walk, oh my god, dude, we will be in shambles.
I mean, he can't do anything against the Bills anyway. So why pay him a ton of money to get torched by Stephon some more?
Yeah, that's true. Whatever. Yeah, I mean he's all right. I think the wide receiver should be in front of the cornerback, but that's fine. And also, I wouldn't pick him. I'd be looking more like Trent McDuffie's way because he's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, moving on from Michael's heartache, we'll go 22nd. Las Vegas Raiders taking Drake London.
Oh yeah, I like Drake London. I just don't like this pick. That's just me, I guess. I don't think what's his face Snake McDaniels is gonna do a whole lot with Drake London. So
I thought you loved Josh McDaniels.
oh yeah. I don't know. I just don't. I mean, he's a great option for Derek Carr to just throw up to, like you were saying. But Raiders need a lot more help than wide receivers. Derek Carr can make use out of obviously Hunter Renfrow and Zay Jones. I would just fix your other. I would worry about the other parts of the offense or defense if I was the Raiders.
Derek Carr got famous last year for embarrassingly underthrowing deep balls and getting free yardage from it with Carson Wentz up there.
Oh yeah.
Getting pass interference, and this gives him another guy to do that with. So, I'm not sold on Drake London. So, I don't know.
I really
I
like
don't mind
him,
the pick
but
though. I think he's a
just-
good change from Hunter Renfrow. So I don't care for it. I mean, I don't mind it. I should say.
Yeah. I don't know. They need to focus on other things right now.
Arizona Cardinals, Kenyon Green, Texas A&M
I think that's fine.
guard. I think it's good. They got killed in the middle in their playoff game, and it showed. So adding bodies in there, and I think Kenyon, he had a good Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't
Great
think
shape throughout the year too.
Yeah, I don't think it made him rise or anything. I think it solidified kind of this should be his spot.
For sure, yeah.
Dallas Cowboys, N'Kobe Dean, Georgia.
Cowboys and first round linebackers, man. Jeez, give it a break.
It would
There's a reason.
defense.
Huh?
It would help their defense, but
It would, yeah. It gives Micah Parsons a little bit of slack to do whatever they need him to do. I don't know. I would go for giving them offensive line pieces. They're getting older there, and contracts are coming up. That's what I would prefer to see them do. But Mike is out of it right now.
go ahead, Mikey, take over for us.
Well, with the wannabe AFC East champions here, we got Trayvon Walker, edge out of Georgia. I think it's a great pick for him. Get rid of that trash bag Gregory Rousseau that they drafted last year.
No disrespect to you.
Yeah, whatever, don't matter. 6'5", 270-pound edge. Yeah, oozes talent. Heard that before. Yeah, love it.
I just had to get his take on the Bills. This is great. So I would say the Bills would probably be happy then if they took Trayvon Walker. If the Patriots fans reacting that way. I think
there's an offensive tackle that I'm forgetting his name, but I think he would also be a good fit here too.
That's what I was gonna say. There's some good offensive linemen still on the ball.
Raymond, yeah.
Bornhide Wyman.
And they would really need that.
Yeah, he was born hard. But
well, I don't like this one. Got the Tennessee Titans taking Chris Olave, wide receiver from Ohio State. I don't like it because I want him in the second round.
You're not going to get him in the second round.
Hey, listen, I can dream, okay?
But, no, the thing that's bad about this is they're a play-action passing game, and Chris Olave would be a beast in that offense. So that's just scary to me.
Yeah, I think it's a great fit. He complements A.J. Brown well. I don't know why first on that list because he's like their third or fourth receiver at this point. He's a name. He is not.
Now, hopefully, they can actually get a guy that can actually throw him the ball, though.
This is an interesting, a more polished Will Fuller.
No.
That's very interesting. I do not think that Chris Olave is a Fuller whatsoever.
I would say Jahan Dotson's more of a Will Fuller type than he is. But
yeah, well, moving on. Anyways.
No, he seems like another what's his face? Wide receiver Eagles, Devontae Smith. He's closer to Devontae Smith than I would say Will Fuller. Anyways, McDuffie to the Bucks. I don't know where the Buccaneers go this big. I think that's fine, especially 27. I think that's a good fit for Trent McDuffie.
If they keep their defensive players, I think if you get any defensive rookie, they'll fit just in. They'll be a good fit because I feel like they can develop really well. So,
oh, for sure.
28 Green Bay Packers. George Karlaftis.
That's a long ways from.
Yeah, that kind of surprises me that he's dropped so far. I don't think he was in the Senior Bowl.
I think with him, he's just an atypical body size and play style. So you really got to match up schemes with him. But he's relentless. I think he's a great option for anyone who gets him. But I can see this one. I think this would be good.
Okay.
Get Jordan Love some help on the defense.
Mikey, anything?
Yep, looks great. No, I'm just kidding. Karlaftis isn't that bad. I don't know why he fell this far. He has a lot of power. He's really good with his hand placement and everything. He's just not the agile freak, kind of like he doesn't really have that bend that they all talk about. Doesn't have that finesse, but he's got power. He's got good hand placement. And I think it's kind of surprising to see him fall this far, but I think the Packers get themselves a pretty good player here if this actually happens.
Well, Mikey, I'll let you take over the 29th pick because it's your boys that swept the Patriots this year.
This isn't an edge pick, though, just to let you know.
Logan Hall, isn't he a linebacker?
He's a tackle. He's a defensive tackle, I would say. He's
okay.
Interior D-line.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. Anyways, yeah, the Miami Schwalfens here. Yeah. Logan Hall, edge, Houston. I don't really know what they need, to be honest. Obviously, it says you down there, but
I don't remember seeing anything on him.
No, I haven't.
I know he was at the Senior Bowl, though.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about him yet.
The Houston tackle that went last year, they're very similar players. I forget what his name is right now, but he's more of the D tackle, closer to a Buckner than he is a Jordan Davis. He's got a lot of power. He's a big guy. I think he's a good option there. He'll play all across the board. So I think it fits.
I've got no opinion. I haven't watched anything on it. So more importantly, Mikey, how do you feel about Logic being the new head coach for the Miami Dolphins?
Logic. Hopefully he does real crappy.
He looks like a lot of fun though.
Yeah. 30th overall. Oh, great.
I don't think this is going to come in, but if it does, like, what the hell are we even doing?
Like, do they really need more? Like, really?
Well,
I'm getting out of here. I'm done.
I heard one thing, like a guy say that, like, I saw him getting mocked to them as well, and he's like, Jameson can finally be the guy that spreads the field for the Chiefs that they've desperately been needing. I'm sorry, what?
I saw that.
Do the Chiefs struggle? Separation. Yeah, this is great. Yeah. All right, moving on from this crap.
Get that off my screen.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Zion Johnson, Boston
offensive line, good, sold. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a great one.
And it's also
been a good pick, but yeah, let's go.
It's interior offensive line, which is really good. It's also forecasting, what's going to happen to Joe Burrow with the interior offensive line against Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Just for clarification, the Kansas City Chiefs 30th overall are getting James Williams from Alabama, which is just that's not great. That sucks.
And then Jahan Dotson, we mentioned him earlier. I think he pairs well with Amon-Ra. I think that's a fair pick to pick if you're getting a luxury pick at the end of the first round there.
Detroit Lions picking Jahan Dotson, Penn State. Dotson, I'm not gonna lie, kind of reminds me of Antonio.
Okay.
Coming out. The very
size-wise and everything.
Yeah, size-wise, and then just how explosive they are. Like everything they do has purpose. There's nothing that amazing about them. I'm talking about coming out of right. But it's clear that Jahan Dotson is a much more polished prospect than what Antonio Brown was coming. But I don't know if I like the pairing together since they're both kind of slot receivers. But hey, at this point, just stock up weapons. The Lions just need stockpiling of players, so I'm totally good with it.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to kind of reach for someone else other than a slot at this point. So, I think it's good.
But that is it for the first round of the mock draft.
For ESPN.
Yep.
Let us know what they picked for your team. With it or not, who would you have wanted instead? A lot of good players have dropped. Makes the second round fun, but
I always love beginning of second day when you're like, oh wow, they still have X, Y, Z still on the board. So
the second day picks were awesome. That's what got the Browns probably their best pick, and with Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. So you still get gems like that to fall.
Yeah, but definitely leave a comment. Drop a like for you boys. Subscribe helps us out. We need 1,000 to start even monetizing this stuff. So help us out. And then.
Alrighty. See you guys.
Yeah.